throughout the program.
So a student that starts at the beginner's level with a very active kind of personality, loves that sort of thing. You know, a lot of
as long as that is, and that's okay.
It almost doesn't matter. They're going to learn something. But if that same random style continues in the center, there will be some step-by-step people who say, how does last week connect to this week, connect to next week?
You need to have signposts.
Right.
And they really be able to, they need to have signposts because they need to have some way to gauge progress. Because if there's no way to gauge progress, they feel like they're not learning, even if they are.
Signposts don't have to be grammatical, they could be functional. Like, you know, by the end of these 8 weeks, you'll be able to do these 8 things.
You have to be able, yeah.
The previous 2 weeks you did at the airport and you were at the zoo. Next 3 weeks you're going to go blank, blank, blank.
But you need a way to be able to assess that. And then, not only for yourself and also for the students.
And for the student who's breezing through, I'm sure you have to have some corollary supporting materials so they don't get bored.
You really need ways to like fast track and slow track people.
Yeah, and you know, what if a student really doesn't care about going to the zoo or at the airport, or already knows it, but he's not. Fischler talks about time as a variable. They may not be ready for it now, but 6 months from now they will be. Can they have access to, in a random way, to other curricula within this differentiated instruction? That's the sort of buzzword right now in high schools. How do you differentiate the instruction so you can have a future car mechanic next to a guy who's going to go to college?
Is there a difference between not wanting to be ready and not being ready?
Interesting.
Like, are there some things that you just have to do because you have to do? I mean, is that...
The group said yesterday, high school diploma basically says you have done some things that you didn't want to do.
College diploma, same thing. University diploma says the same thing.
And you know how to follow instructions. Those are 2 things.
So,
now, whether that helps you find your passion, your life's purpose, skills that you necessarily need in life, not clear.
But it can guarantee an employer that you at least have these sort of skills that I need in my job.
Right. Being able to follow instructions.
Well, and it's supposed to have some degree of discipline when you need it.
Doing things that you don't want to do. Yeah. Right.
Jeff, I have a lot more pizza.
Jude, I ended up helping the Monday, the Memorial Day, I ended up helping Flory move, like went over to Max's wife's house to pick up some stuff, and she was